Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, FN2, KCVO ADC, Henry Charles Albert David, FN1 September 15, 1984 1, is a member of the British royal family. As the younger son of Charles, Prince of Wales and Diana, Princess of Wales, he is sixth in the line of succession to the British throne. Born in St Mary's Hospital, London, Harry was educated at Wetherby School, Ludgrove School, and Eton College. He spent parts of his gap year in Australia and Lesotho, then underwent officer training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. He was commissioned as a cornet into the Blues and Royals, serving temporarily with his brother Prince William, and completed training as a troop leader. In 2007 to 2008, Harry served for over 10 weeks in Helmand, Afghanistan. He returned to Afghanistan for a 20-week deployment in 2012 to 2013 with the Army Air Corps. In June 2015, he resigned from the Army. Harry launched the Invictus Games in 2014 and remains the patron of its foundation. He also gives patronage to several other organizations, including the Halo Trust, the London Marathon Charitable Trust, and Walking with the Wounded. 2. To encourage people to open up about their mental health issues, Harry, alongside the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, initiated the Mental Health Awareness Campaign Heads Together in April 2016. 3. His grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, made him Duke of Sussex hours before his 2018 wedding to American actress Meghan Markle. The couple have a son, Archie Mountbatten Windsor. In 2020, they stepped down as senior members of the royal family and moved to her native Southern California. Harry was born in the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital in Paddington, London, on September 15, 1984 at 4:20 p.m. as the second child of Charles, Prince of Wales, heir apparent to the British throne, and Diana, Princess of Wales. 4-5 FN3, he was baptized Henry Charles Albert David on December 21, 1984 at St George's Chapel, Windsor Castle by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Robert Runcie. FN4. His parents announced their second son's given names would officially be Henry Charles Albert David. However, he would be known as Harry to his family and friends. As the prince grew up, he was referred to by Kensington Palace, and therefore the press and the public at large, as Prince Harry. 11. As a son of the Prince of Wales, he was called Prince Henry of Wales. Diana wanted Harry and his older brother, Prince William, to have a broader range of experiences and a better understanding of ordinary life than previous royal children. She took them to venues that ranged from Walt Disney World and McDonald's to AIDS clinics and homeless shelters. 12. Harry began accompanying his parents on official visits at an early age. His first overseas tour was with his parents to Italy in 1985. 13. Harry's parents divorced in 1996. His mother died in a car crash in Paris the following year. Harry and William were staying with their father at Balmoral at the time, and the Prince of Wales told his sons about their mother's death. 14. At his mother's funeral, Harry, then 12, accompanied his father, brother, paternal grandfather, and maternal uncle, Charles Spencer, 9th Earl Spencer, in walking behind the funeral cortege from Kensington Palace to Westminster Abbey. 15. In 2017, the prince acknowledged that he sought counseling 20 years later. 16. Like his father and brother, Harry was educated at independent schools. He started at London's Jane Minors Nursery School and the pre-preparatory Wetherby School. 17. Following this, he attended Ludgrove School in Berkshire. After passing entrance exams, he was admitted to Eton College. The decision to place Harry at Eton went against the past practice of the Mountbatten Windsors to send children to Gordonstone, which Harry's grandfather, father, 2 uncles, and 2 cousins had attended. It did, however, see Harry follow in his older brother's footsteps and the Spencer family, as both Diana's father and brother attended Eton. 12. In June 2003, Harry completed his education at Eton with 2 A-levels, 18, achieving a grade B in art and D in geography, having decided to drop history of art after his level. 19. He has been described as a top-tier athlete, having played competitive polo and rugby union. 20. One of Harry's former teachers, Sarah Forsyth, has asserted that Harry was a weak student and that staff at Eton conspired to help him cheat on examinations. 21-22, both Eton and Harry denied the claims. 21-23, while a tribunal made no ruling on the cheating claim, it accepted the prince had received help in preparing his A-level expressive project, which he needed to pass to secure his place at Sandhurst. 21-24. After school, Harry took a gap year, during which he spent time in Australia working, as his father had done in his youth, on a cattle station, and participating in the Young England vs Young Australia polo test match. 25. He also travelled to Lesotho, where he worked with orphan children and produced the documentary film The Forgotten Kingdom. 12. Harry entered the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst on May 8, 2005, where he was known as Officer Cadet Wales, and joined the Helmand Company. 26. In April 2006, Harry completed his officer training and was commissioned as a cornet, second lieutenant, in the Blues and Royals, a regiment of the Household Cavalry in the British Army. On April 13, 2008, when he reached 2 years seniority, Harry was promoted to lieutenant. 27. In 2006, it was announced that Harry's unit was scheduled to be deployed in Iraq the following year. A public debate ensued as to whether he should serve there. Defense Secretary John Reid said that he should be allowed to serve on the front line of battle zones. Harry agreed, saying, "If they said no, you can't go front line, then I wouldn't drag my sorry ass through Sandhurst and I wouldn't be where I am now." 28. The Ministry of Defense and Clarence House made a joint announcement on February 22, 2007 that Harry would be deployed with his regiment to Iraq, as part of the 1st Mechanized Brigade of the 3rd Mechanized Division, a move supported by Harry, who had stated that he would leave the army if he was told to remain in safety while his regiment went to war. 29. He said, "There's no way I'm going to put myself through Sandhurst and then sit on my arse back home while my boys are out fighting for their country."